Rider Japan, welcome. Looking at this today. I want to take it off because it's been painted badly and it's always bothered me since the first day I had this bike. It's like paint, someone just got a paintbrush and just tried to carefully do it, but it's gone all around the sides of these, top of the suspension, top of the forks. It looks awful. So a close look at it today. It doesn't look difficult to take off. I don't have a service manual, don't have any books on it or anything, so let's just see what obstacles I come up against. I kind of like working like this, figuring out how to go along. Okay, first of all, noticing these look like little caps. There you go, that was easier than I thought was going to happen. Little plastic cap, I can see an Allen key head there. This is the only angle I can get it. Through my screen, looks like another cap there. Yep, throw it on the floor. So that's where I just took the cap from. Looks like a shear off bolt was there. No, I think that was everything I need to do for the top yoke. There's another little cap there, and I'm looking at it and I thought that's not even attached to like under the ignition barrel. So just this top plate, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously they will release it from there, and those are going down to the actual clamp on the top of the forks. So that goes through to that one. Just undo that, undo that, undo that, undo that, undo that, and I think this will come off as a plate. Oh, it's attached to the rear brake thing as well. Okay, so yeah, I can feel a bolt behind that, so let's loosen that, and then I think we're good. Anybody else dislike these little crappy plastic piss pot things? It's only slightly older bike, but the technology, I mean, this bike came out late 80s, this one came out late 90s. Look at the reservoirs on these. Proper metal case, metal lid and everything. Like all embossed right in on there. Much nicer quality, much nicer looking, much longer lasting. This crap, cheap. So anyway, that's all I've got to do there. I'll just leave it like that. Let's undo these, undo those, and then pull this up. Oh. This one's a bit beefier, so might be a bit more difficult to undo. No, not at all. Spoke too soon there. Maybe it's only pinching, that hasn't got to be super tight. One reason why I would like a proper service manual book for the bike, get all the torque specs in there for every nut and bolt. Okay, being a dumbass, just totally loosen those, taking those out, and I thought, what about this big giant bolt right in the middle? I mean, it's so clear and obvious, I didn't see it. So this is the only tool I've got to take this off, so if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to buy something special, especially for it. It'll be alright, I think. I'll just tell you a little story about this tool that you didn't ask to hear. I found it in a forest years ago, like next to this like old fallen down wooden building. I reckon that old wooden building was some sort of workshop. This was just like in the ground and totally rusted up. Soaked it, put it in a plastic bag, and totally covered it in oil, like engine oil, put it in another plastic bag and then in a bucket and just let it soak like that for weeks. And I come back, start tapping it with a hammer, started to rattle, and I thought, cool, we're winning. So I scrubbed it clean. You can see, totally all pitted, where it's just been in the ground or laying on the ground for years and years. Nice. I like finding old tools made in England, that's rare nowadays. I like finding old tools and then bringing them back to life and then using them often. Here's an Allen key I recently found on the ground. Leverage, need some leverage. So this is all I've got. This scaffolding pole goes in there, that'll be my leverage. 60 centimetres, I'm going to cut it off. That's going to be a useful tool in the future. Let's go do that now. Okay, let's try that again. Cut that shorter while I have the angle grinder out. Set seed up the ends of these. Ah, there we go. Where there's a will, there's a way. Don't know what that torque spec was. Flipping tight though. 120 pound-foot? I don't know. So I'm unscrewing this, see if there's any washers or anything I need to pay attention to. Just one. It's more flat one side. That is it. That's obviously that way up. Cool. Is that attached? It is attached. There's one more here. So if you've got the service manual, all of this information is just laid out for you, and so you can just get on with it. Where's the fun in that? I'm enjoying myself having these little tasks and finding problems. Stop worrying about time. People too worried about just getting things done quickly and on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. Just be present and enjoy the task at hand. I learned that from Japanese people whilst living here. Okay, it looks like a little cap. It's not coming off. Hopefully that's not something I've got to grind off. Let me give it a tap. Yeah, coming off, look. That's gone. Whatever that was, it's gone. Yeah, feels like a hex nut, okay. Quite a beefy one. That's what that felt like. Job, well, to make this video doing this job, I should have taken this front screen off. It would have been much easier to get some clear angles, but it's a bit late now, isn't it? There we go. No. It a bit. I need a short metal tube that I can put over that just to give me a bit more of a grip on it, a bit more power. So cut a seat post off my kid's bike. It'd be a bad idea. When there's a will, there's a way. That's going in there somehow. Shortened it in there. It's really unlucky where it locks in, because it locks in with the handle right up against the speaker there, and if I turn the bars that way, it locks in with the handle right up against the brake hoses. So there's no real space to turn it. Anyway, shortened it in the handle. It's going to help me a little bit. There we go. That was it. Luckily I have a key the same size, so I could get it in there like long ways, give me a bit more space to turn it. Finally loosened up now, so that's out. Right, let's try again. Still not really coming out. Shall I take these out? Fuck's sake. Big brain today. I was taking these out and I got distracted by that big nut. And then I've done the big nut. And then I found another problem. Forgot about these. Okay. Let's try again. I think we're winning. Oh, the ignition barrel is coming with it. I thought I was going to lift up off it. Okay, cool. Can I unplug that? Can I unplug that? Where's that cable going? It's already unplugged. Let me pull this through. Sweet. Down, under the frame, through this little corner. Through that space. Might not fit over the top of the radiator. Balls. I might, under the radiator, just tilt it forward a little bit and I'll just be able to separate the whole thing. Those don't go through there. Loosen this, just one bolt this side, the other side it just like hooks on. And then there's one bolt in the center at the bottom of the radiator. I know about the radiator because I did the coolant pipes recently. And just loosen that and I should be able to tilt it forward. But this will have to be removed. Come on. God, it wouldn't be good to have some proper tools. One day. It's just like a pop-up. There you go. There we go. Here we go. We're off. Got it. Okay, so that's it for this video. There's proof it's possible if you don't have the right tools. You just need to be patient and a little bit inventive with what you got. Expose some areas now. I can clean all that up, and then as for this, I've got to separate it from the ignition. Looks like I'm gonna have to drill out some bits. Not a problem. And then I'm free to sexy this up, buff it back, paint it. I might put something else there. I might make something to go in there, some cool design thing. Yeah, there you go. Yamaha R1 1999 4XV model, removing the top yoke. I just found I had that. Fits in there. I had the tool. So I didn't need to undo that. Fuck's sake.